What's up, party people? This is your boy Chaz here with another edition of All Types of Idol, where I talk about what went on day 3 of American Idol Hollywood Hell Week. Now, there was a lot of episode to cover. There's 2 hours of it, and I felt like the second half, where they actually revealed the top 24, was a jet because they only showed like only a bit of people making it through. So instead of like recapping like I normally do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap strictly day 3 here, and I'm combine the second half with tonight's half. So when they start revealing the top 24, I'm going to cover that as a whole in another video. Alright, so if you don't see me talking about the whole meltdown with Jessica Fernie, you'll know about that in another video. But this is strictly day 3 where they cut down 3 rooms. There's 3 rooms split up. There's 72 people left in the competition right now, and they split the room up into 3 groups. And I like how they really did the episode. They focused on one group, and then all the performances. They focused on the second room and all the performances, and then they focused on the third group, all the performances. So in group 1, they started off with Angela Martin, and she sang American Boy, and I thought, oh man, she's really, really good. I really love her take on that song. You know, she has a nice, sweet voice, but at the same time, it's current R&B. You know, she can do it. And I really hope she does make the top 24, because she worked so hard for this. She came back 3 times to be rejected a 3rd time. Oh, I can't imagine. Casey James, and he decided to sing Bubbly, and I didn't think it was a great song choice on him. He was still kind of boring to me. He's reverting back as always. Jermaine Sellers was also in group 1, and he sang Man in the Mirror. And another thing, I mean, he has a good voice, but when it comes to the really high part, he really blew it. You know, I think he was screamy, yelly, didn't care for it. But you know, he also had a diva moment where he was like, well, I told the band to cut this out. So, you know, I'm glad that he spoke up, but it also was showing him in a diva mode, and I don't think he's anything diva. You have to prepare for pretty much anything, you know. Bon Magnus, when he sang Living for the City, oh my goodness, this girl got pipes. Like I told you, when I heard that little clip of her in their group, I was like, she's someone I'm gonna love. Gave me chills. My favorite right now is Dee Dee Bonami, and then close second is Haley Vaughn. But this girl, Shaban, is gonna give them a run for my money, because that girl could wail. And Crystal Bowersox decided to be a one-woman band, play a harmonica, her guitar, and sing all at the same time. And I thought, pretty good. She sang If It Makes You Happy, and I thought that was a good song choice for her. She sang it well. So next they showed 3 people singing I'm Yours back to back to back. Alex Lambert did it the traditional way with the ukulele, and you know, I thought he did an okay job. Wasn't really that unique. Michael Lynch did a better job. He was playing on his guitar, and he reminded me of this guy named Robert. He's not big in the music biz. He has one hit, and it's that song, Ain't Nothing Wrong With That. Him and the Family Band. I forgot what his actual name was, but it's Robert and the Family Band. And Michael Lynch really reminds me of that guy. You know, mixing the acoustic rock with the soul and whatnot. And I think it's pretty much good and unique. But I have to give the award to Todd Hall. As much as I may not like the guy, you know, for some reason there's something about him I don't like, but his voice is on point, and I absolutely love the arrangement he did with I'm Yours. It had this cool R&B feel to it, and it was actually more vocally challenging, and that's what I love when artists make a song that's so simple, make it more vocally challenging and vocally pleasing to the ear. And then the male Jennifer Hudson, Mr. Thaddeus Johnson, his mama is crazy. She's like the biggest fan, but he wailed Man in the Mirror better than Jermaine Sellers. This dude has he's 16 and have that power. It just floors me. This dude is awesome. Also in group 1 was Tori Kelly. She sang Hot and Cold in like a reggae kind of style, which is pretty cool. Lily Gone sang So Far Gone, and she did a decent job. And Andrew Garcia did Chasing Pavements, which I thought another cool arrangement. I love it when he's taking on these girl songs and making it his own. Group 1's Fate. They all moved through to the next round, so congratulations to all Group 1. Now in Group 2, we had Charity Vance. She did Gravity, and I think that was a great song choice for her. When it got to the chorus, she had some bum notes though. Tasha Layton was shown a little bit playing on a guitar. She was okay. Mary Powers, Miss Bitch, did Hot and Cold, and again, no originality, didn't care for it, wrong song choice for her voice. I'm waiting for her to just go. Lloyd Thomas sang Man in the Mirror, and he was very pitchy, very pitchy. When he hit the chorus, he was too flat, and he wasn't hitting the right notes at all. It's awful. Brian Walker, the singing policeman, I'm sad that they didn't really show him singing anytime in Hollywood Week, because I thought he had a great audition. Also in Room 2, one of the early favorites that I only heard like a line from Tisha Holland. I love this girl, but I wish they showed her more in Hollywood too. Jermaine Purefoy is also in the room. He actually ended up singing Brick House. Now, I do like Brick House. I think he did a good job for the song, but the song doesn't really show him off. Also, Hope Johnson was in the room, and she sang Home by Michael Bublé. Epitome of horrible song choice. Why would you pick that song for you? It just didn't work. It felt like a little kid, you know, just up there on stage on a recital singing it. Not good. So naturally Group 2 didn't do so well, and because of it they all got eliminated. That was the room that got Das Boots. So which means Room 3 automatically makes it through, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that a little bit. So in Group 3 was Shelby Pressel. She sang one of my favorite songs, More Than a Feeling by Boston, which I thought this is kind of like a weird song choice for her. She kept struggling with her words in practice, and she really broke down, but she picked herself back up and sang on stage. I thought the lower end of that, when she started, I really loved it. When it got to our higher notes, the higher notes didn't quite mesh in with the song. Granted, it was a good note, but it just didn't mesh well with the song. I think that could have been a better song choice for her. Next up was Aaron Kelly, which is the tween girls' favorite this season. I'm glad that he got rid of the boy band highlights because it wasn't working for him. Now he kind of looks more like a star. He sang Angel, and he basically choked on stage. He was alright. I think that if he was on point with his words, I think that would have been a good performance. Ashley Rodriguez, this girl basically do no wrong. She did Battlefield by Jordan Sparks, and she did it justice. Next up was possibly my favorite male competitor this season, Lee DeWise. He sang You Found Me by The Fray, and I thought he did a decent job. There's a couple of rough spots where he was kind of flat, but still, I thought it was a good bang-up job. And this is our first showing of a guy named Joe Munoz. And I'm sorry, but the guy sounds like a Chris lookalike. Good, but nothing really special because Chris was last year's winner. And he sounds just like Chris. Haley Vaughn did I'm Yours. And once again, I thought she did a great job. The thing that's going to get on my nerves, though, is those higher notes. She's got to tighten them up, I think. Now, Janelle Wheeler was sick during this third day. And I'm going to tell you, I was impressed with the first two songs she did, the group and her first day performance. So the third day, she sang Love Story, and I'm like, I can't stand Taylor Swift. I think that was a horrible song choice. her voice is way better than Taylor Swift, so why would you sing such a simple, crappy song? I don't know. You know, and plus on top of the fact that she's sick, I think that was just a safe song choice for her anyway. Of course, in Room 3, the people that we haven't seen much in Hollywood is John Park and Miss Jessica Fernie. They also make it through, which I'm glad. Woohoo! So now the final judgment has arrived. And like I said before, since there's so much I can cover in this video, I only have 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine what I saw yesterday and combine it with the other half that's going to be shown tonight. So all the final judgment is going to be all in another video. So keep an eye out for that. So until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease.